A very good evening to everybody. I would like to do a sound test and visual test first. I don't know why there's always some problems, so I better double check it first. So today I got a powerful microphone here. I hope that it works. So everybody, please come in and say hello to Mr. Lu. Once you say hello, at least I know that it's working. Okay, nowadays, yeah. And is the visuals clear and the sound clear? Very good evening. Okay. Yes, NG, good to see you. So NG, I'll see you tomorrow, right? Okay. Yeah. So Jade, Miswari, sorry. Okay. And everybody, good evening to all. Okay. Okay for sound and visual. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you everybody for letting me know. All right. Today I thought today I want to talk about a special topic. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, this one I did it for you. Yeah, let's hope whether I can. Yeah, I'm always very try not to do one whole day because I don't know where my voice can take it. But I'll give my best. Okay, JB signal good. Okay, so everybody come in, give a blast of thumbs up, and then I can start. So I just want to say that today I saw a very interesting article from. From Ministry of Manpower. It's a news article that came out and say that Singaporeans have a very significant income growth, and there's at least there's nothing to worry or something like that. So I thought I want to take a look at the details. Yes, your T-shirt looks like a lemon. Okay, sorry. It's a Nike T-shirt. Okay, Nike. I don't know how much is this. I mean, $10 or something like that. Okay, yeah. So. Yes, thank you so much, Jennifer. Okay, everybody give a thumbs up. Okay, I want to talk about this topic, and then after that, I can happy talk about the stock market. The stock market is going up. Maybe today, I think maybe by the end of the month, we do have a chance of breaking all-time high. Okay, yeah. Okay, so without further ado, let me just go straight to the topic. Okay, and then later we can have a deeper discussion, and I'm happy to cover. Stock market as well. Okay, let's go, shall we? Let's see, maybe entire screen, and let's go. Okay, all right. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Okay. All right. Okay, let's go. Okay. All right. Okay, let me see whether you guys can hear me and see me. Wait, let me see. This is the part where I better just double check. Okay, don't take it for granted. Okay. All right, good. Okay. If you guys, okay, just touch down Changi Airport and listen to your presentation. Wow, thank you so much. Okay. Obelu and Susan, good to see you. Chailin, good to see you. Okay, I just want to say that there is a very good news. Okay, according to government statistics from Ministry of Manpower, there's a massive income growth across household in 2025. Okay, and I quote them: employees do not have to worry that their jobs will come to an end tomorrow. I think that's a great news. Okay, let's take a look at some of these details, shall we? Okay, so this is the headlines. Okay, it says. Real medium income in Singapore rose 4.3% in 2025 as workers in permanent job hit a new high. Okay, so real, this is not nominal, this is real. Everybody, you should take note of this phrase. Okay, real. Now, wait, I get a chair here. Okay, real medium income is 4.3% rose. Okay, and that's very high. And in fact, I want to go to the article, and then you all tell me how do you all feel, whether on the ground you all feel the same way. Okay, so you say real medium income in Singapore rose 4.3% in 2025 as workers in permanent job hit new high. Okay, it says that workers in Singapore saw their income grow at high after taking inflation account. With those in permanent job, blah blah blah, real income rose 4.3% for resident workers. That means it could be PR or citizen. Okay, that's great, right? 4.3%. Let me say this: if real income grow at 4.3%, nominally will grow at 6, something like that. Okay. Whoa, there's a mosquito. Okay, yeah, 6%. Because our inflation rate at least 1.7%. Fair to say that, right? So you at least 6%. No, I want to ask everybody: do you all have a 6% increase in your pay rise? Do you all feel a 6% increase on pay rise on average? Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't know. Okay, yeah. So the lower wage earners rose 3.8% for bottom 20%, but this is the highest. Okay, yeah. So I want to ask you all: do you all get 6% increase? Because 4.3% is real income growth. Then it was that means nominally, that means your actual pay would have grown by about 6 or if not more. Okay, so I just want to find out whether you all felt the same way. Okay, as the government statistics here says here. Okay, in fact, so real income growth, according to Ministry of Manpower, real income growth exceeds the last decade 2.9% for those at the 20th quartile and 2.1% at medium quartile. Ministry of Manpower, Director of Manpower Research and Statistics Department, Ang Boon Heng, said that in a media briefing. Okay, so that means if your pay rise is below, let me say this is real. I don't know whether you understand this term real. Okay, in economics, when we say something is nominal, is what you experience at surface level. That means that your boss gave you a pay rise, 4.3 pay rise of 10%, you get 10%. That means you will see a 10%. But real means you take account of price inflation, reduce the effect already. So there's a real level. So when they say real level, you have to remove. That means they really remove the inflation effect already. Okay. So that means when they say real income grow at 4.3%, means you're nominally increasing plus another inflation. In Singapore, inflation usually around 2%. Okay, this year maybe a bit lesser, 1.6, 1.7. Let's say 1.7. Okay, I think it's fair to say that your income level at a medium level 6%. I want to ask everybody: do you all get 6%? Okay, 6%. Increase. Okay, everybody please chip in. Just tell me whether yes or no. Okay, yes or no. And by the way, Balong said that my workload increased 7%. That's quite funny. Okay, yeah. So I mean, this is what it says here. Okay, these figures are preliminary numbers. Okay, full inflation data not here yet. My guess is 1.7% is quite fair, and so on. Right. So actually in 2024 the core inflation was 2.7%. Okay, official stats for 2025 0.5%. I don't know what the actual number would be. I thought 1.7% would be fair. Let's see. Okay, this is the next statement which I found interesting. He said, apart from easing inflation, the growth in real income came as proportion of workers in permanent job rose in new high. Okay, new high of over 90%. That means there are more people in permanent job right now. That's good news. Okay, I won't doubt this number. Okay, and it says here, the increase was observed in most industry, especially including growth sectors such as professional service, health, social services, and information and communication. Okay, so this gives a sense that they are in quality type of job. They are relatively more stable. That's good news, right? Now, this is the one that I am more concerned with. Okay, it says here that this, I don't know who this MOM spokesperson, I don't think Mr. Ang, it says that this stability means employees do not have to worry that their job will come to an end tomorrow. Everybody, do you agree with this statement? Okay, so everybody, do you agree with this statement, right? Okay, that this stability, and I'm talking about the quality of job, means the workers do not have to worry a job will come to an end tomorrow. Wow. Okay, so I want to do a poll. Does everybody agree with this statement? Okay, yeah, please say yes or no. Please say yes or no. Okay, yes. Yeah, so I'm waiting for all your, and by the way, please give a thumbs up. Okay. So, okay, yeah. Okay, so I didn't see a single yes. Why? Okay, so anyway, this is actually my biggest issue. Okay, my biggest issue. Let me go to my deck now. My deck, I think, is where. So let me quickly just go on with my deck, and then I'll give you where my concern is. Okay, so whoa, how come I cannot? Okay, so I think what they're saying is that real income is rising faster at 4.3% versus the last decade. And medium income right now, well, from 5,005 has grown to 5,775, and so on. Okay, this across the board. Okay, job stability at all-time high. Job stability at all-time high. Yeah? All-time high. That's where the stats is. And labor participation rate is very, very high. Okay. Now, this is where my biggest issue is. This seems to contradict what I know is happening on the ground at the youth level. The youth unemployment situation is really, really difficult. Really difficult. Okay. By the way, AI faces all look very handsome and pretty. Okay. So don't blame me. Okay. So the youth unemployment is the biggest issue. So the youth unemployment right now, when I say youth, doesn't mean youth like teenagers. This is like usually from their 20s all the way to under 30s. Under 30s, they are facing the highest competition ever. I know that is happening on the ground. They're facing longer job search, lower starting pay, and a lot of them are taking on contract jobs and things like that. Now, we see these news everywhere. Okay, so, and why they are having this struggle and yet this data don't show it? Oh, it's because the MOM report is a household survey that interviews tens of thousands of households, okay? And I suppose the household, when you interview a household, people can own a house generally above 30s, 30s to 60s. And I think these people generally hold very stable jobs, okay? And their income probably dominate the national statistics. What is not seen in this macro data is micro data. I don't doubt that this data is correct. Unfortunately, it's not granular to capture the youth unemployment, okay? I don't think it's enough. So in reality, I think the youth are feeling a terrible squeeze. Their jobs are hard to get and their salaries and conditions are bad. Let me tell you what's the biggest issue, AI. I think that this AI, I think there's a lot of people who just think that this AI is not a big threat. I actually think so. Okay, I actually think that AI is not a big threat. I can see it. Okay, I see it. They actually think that AI is not a big threat. I actually think that it's not about if it will hit or not hit. I think it's already here. Okay, I think it's already here. So that's where I take an issue when they say that, this stability means that employees do not have to worry that their job will not come to an end tomorrow. I respectfully disagree with this statement. Would you agree with me? I think that they have to worry. Okay, they have to worry because the threat is already it's not at the doorstep, it's in the house already, right? So to say that there's nothing to worry about, I think it's just reflecting a wrong attitude. It should not be this kind of attitude, right? They should be worried that the job is a threat. No, it's because just because today our job seems in a survey looks stable doesn't mean that this job won't be disrupted. I actually think that the implicit advice that relax, don't worry, the job system is working. I actually think that that's the wrong message to cast. I think the macro picture looks very good. We don't doubt that. Okay, I think that to cast a spirit of complacency is very dangerous. Okay, I will just say yes, at a macro level, Singapore is performing amazingly well. That's great news. I disagree with the idea that there's nothing to worry about, and I think that the problem right now is at a youth level, and it's now pervasive at youth level. You haven't crawled up to the middle age core, doesn't mean it's not building up. Okay, and let's see what is happening at the rest of the world. The rest of the world, layoffs are growing rapidly. Okay, these are October numbers in US. The layoffs are growing rapidly. This was a job cut in 2024. Look at the job cuts in 2025 in US. I can assure you whatever is happening in US will soon happen in Singapore if it's not happening. Okay? Right? So companies are now openly blaming AI for cutting jobs, right? The current wave right now is happening in big way. So, in October, I think these US numbers, okay, there are just so many. I mean, I don't need to tell you all. It's AI. I like this word. AI is no longer an experiment. It's a restructuring tool right now. Okay, it's real. It's real. And in US workers now fear that AI could replace their job. Okay, they're 52% fear. They're nearly double what they fear last year, and they could. Experts forecast that AI could eliminate half of the entry-level white-collar job within 5 years. The wave has started. Okay, wave has started. I think now I'm not. Let me just say this. I think there are people, I'll just say there are people that don't think that that's a very big issue. We're all in Teletubby land, we are fine and things like that. I think yes, we had all done well for 2025. I think the right message should be, a freaking tsunami is coming. Let's all get ready now. Yeah, I think that's a better effect. I don't know whether people realize that we are really deeply plugged into the global world. Whatever happened at the global space will hit us. And I think there's a data lag issue, okay, in the sense that whatever happens at a macro level may not be seen in a micro data. I don't know this national survey, how old is this and things like that, but I think this is a real issue. Okay, so my message would have been different. I would have said, instead of saying don't worry or nothing to worry, I would say use this window of time that we have to reinvent ourselves. Okay, upskill, cross-skill, self-disrupt, whatever it takes. I think the time that we are given right now is to prepare before the AI storm hits our shore in full force. There is a tsunami that's coming. Prepare ourselves right now. We are fortunate. We are given a rare window of time. Quickly go and make use of it now. Okay, before it is too late. Would you agree with me on this? Instead of saying don't worry, I would say we have a window of time. I don't know how much time we're given. I don't think it's going to be short. It's going to be long. This window of time is going to be narrow. Take advantage of it now. Quicklly upskill, cross-skill, reskill, whatever it is, quickly take advantage of it now. Okay? Learn AI. It is possible to self-learn. Today, I just learned how to use, I don't know how to tell you all this, but I now know how to write Google form scripts. Using Java. I don't even know how to do it. I just asked AI to help me. Wow, it came out amazing. Okay. So, I just want to say that, learn AI aggressively. You can self-learn. It is possible to self-learn. Okay. And then, you move to really jobs that I would say that, AI is very difficult to disrupt. Okay. And develop more skills. And diversify your income. Okay, I keep saying it, diversify investment, diversify. Things can heal. I'll just say Singapore has done well. The labor market is strong macroly, outperforming. This real celebration. But, global data is showing that the AI tsunami is hitting us right now. There is no reason to believe that we will be exempted, as there's no reason to think that we should not worry. I worry a lot. Take advantage of today's stability and prepare ruthlessly for tomorrow. Okay, I say again, okay, be kanchong about it. Okay, if we can move fast, maybe we can turn this into an opportunity. Okay, move slow will be eaten up by it. Okay, So my message to everybody is really act now and use the window and don't waste this window. Okay? Yeah. So I don't know. Okay. Would you agree with me on this? Huh? So let's now hear from everybody this message. Okay. So I'm going to stop now and take some opinion of this. Okay. Would you agree with me? This, I wouldn't say I'm never wrong, but this time around, I think that I'll be a lot more kanchong. I'll be a lot more kanchong. Okay, so let me hear some comments. Let me hear some comments. Would you agree with me with the message that we should be worried? Would you agree with me the message that we should be worried? Okay, I don't know why there's QR code on top. Wait, let me try to remove the QR code. Okay, I got rid of it. Okay, yeah. So I think we should be worried. Would you agree with me? I think we should be worried. In fact, we should be very worried. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I seriously think that that this disruption is real. Oh, my health is fine. My health right now is fine. I'm doing everything I could to just protect myself. The government should recognize the issue before saying no worry. I'll just say this. I think the government as a whole is serious about this. Maybe isolated civil servant, don't think too much about this. I don't know. Yeah, we shouldn't extrapolate that the whole government. Okay, agree. The AI wave in US is really happening. We have started to use AI voice to replace customer service representative. AI does not sleep and complain. Yeah, it's sometimes you can't even tell you're talking to a robot now. Yeah, it's amazing, right? So it's amazing, man. Yeah, I'm trying some new AI app that can write stories for me, write articles for me, and things like that. Wow, nowadays it's just truly amazing, man. Yeah. Okay. Humanoid bot. Okay, I'm less worried about the humanoid bot side, but I think our work. Okay, so there is such a thing called agentic AI. They are AI agents. I'm asking Emily to teach me and help me. What it does is that let's say you have a particular workflow, that A to Z right now in your work. You can use different AI application, and you will form a whole chain for you, and then replace everything your job. Let's say this part of it needs research, a particular app can do it. This part of it needs to do some PowerPoint, and a particular app can do it. This part of it needs to post some YouTube, the particular app can do it. This part of it needs to collect customer reviews, the particular app can do it. You will string it together. My goodness, Liao. Then you tell me we should not be worried. Cannot be lah. I think we should be very worried. Would you agree with me? Yeah. So I think while we say we should not be worried, because a lot of us got good and stable jobs, yes, from the nature of the job perspective, but I think there's a threat that is worrying. Okay. I'm retired now, but I'm using AI to plan travel. Wow, that's amazing. Which app do you use? Yeah. Recently, I got to appreciate Gemini a lot more. Okay. I've always been a big ChatGPT fan, but now I use Gemini a lot more, and that's truly amazing. Yeah. Okay. Anyone have any question? Maybe we take a look at while I wait for any comments or question, let me take a look at the stock market. Stock market is doing well. Congratulations. Videographer is getting our job. AI can edit so fast. I agree. Okay, I agree. That one is quite easy to edit. Okay. Yeah. Oh, ChatGPT does it for you. Wonderful. Okay. It depends on the app. Nowadays, okay, the problem is AI right now, different apps do different things. Therefore, you need an agent app to string it all together. That part I still learning myself. So many people at shopping mall after work, they still seem to worry, enjoying life to the fullest, future uncertain with AI. I think it's okay to enjoy life, but I think we should also take the future seriously. Even banks are going fintech and less need branches. You're right. If we can see and feel a threat, we will be worried. And if worry is to put action, we will learn and adapt and change. Yeah. So I'll just say this. I can see that it's so easy to disrupt many Singapore-based jobs. Because our Singapore-based job, a lot of it uses your brain. Okay? Singapore-based job are the easiest. Let's say manual labor, hard labor, you're a chef, you're a cook, you're a plumber, you are whatever, all these use hand. AI very difficult to disrupt. Yeah, those that need brain one, wow, very easy to, very easy to disrupt. Okay, I feel also for myself. Yeah. Mr. Lu, will there be a need for good transformational leaders in future? Our leaders are quite good. They are very far ahead. Yeah, they're very far ahead on this. Yeah. Okay, I also want to quickly talk about recently there's some news about the integrated shield plan. Okay, have you heard about that? Integrated shield plans. So, how many of you understand what happened or what is the change about? Okay. How many of you understand what is the new revamp in the integrated shield plan? What is the change about? Okay. Yeah, you understand and fully understand what is it about. Yeah. So let me get some let me get your feedback while I answer one quick question. I hardly do live sale right now because my business is transforming. I'm taking care of my other business right now. Okay, Hui Bu, will the deductible will be higher? Okay, wait, yes. Okay, my problem with the new integrated shield plan news is that it's very difficult to understand. Okay, first of all, I think 90% of Singaporeans don't even understand the old plan. What is it about? So if you don't understand the old plan, including myself, how do you understand the new plan? Okay, and try this. Oh, we are increasing the cost that you have to bear. You are increasing the cost you have to bear in your hospitalization, so that the cost of insurance will go down. People like, you charge me more so that here you will charge me less. It's not very intuitive to understand. Okay? Yeah. So it's very tough to understand. How many of you understood what's going on? Okay, the integrated shield plan. Yeah. Wow, not bad. Ace Racer, you're very good in that. Now, what does that mean? It doesn't cover not to cover deductibles. Co-payment will be increased from 3,000 to 6,000. What does that mean? It actually means that the consumer is worse, right? If the consumer is worse, how come the consumer is also benefiting from a lower premium? So here up, here down in cost. So overall, are we better or worse off? So don't understand, right? So I also didn't understand. I catch snowball. Okay. So today I have a chance. Today I have a chance to talk to an expert. We spent more than half an hour talking to me, explaining to me. Then I understood. Yeah. Okay. So I decided that I will not pretend to be the expert to talk to you about it. I've decided that I will invite expert to come to my channel. How about it? Okay, and let him explain. Yeah. So I invite Health Minister live stream. I think Minister Ong Yi Kang, I can text him. Yeah, I can text him and ask him whether you want to come. Actually, I've got his text there, but I think it's Minister. Minister, 不要小小事情 invite him lah. Let me just get normal people to come. Okay. Yeah. Don't anyhow invite Minister. Yeah. Minister very big shot and Minister very busy. Okay. Minister should not be our customer service officer, right? Okay. Due to very high premiums they charge, they need to land in hospital, try to lower premium. Okay. So bottom line is that policy is very complicated. Understand? I will get an expert to come to the channel to explain. So I have a couple of interviews that are lined up. I'm still waiting for Singtel's CFO the video to be released. I already done and shot. They need to clear. They are listed company. They need to clear their investment department, and then I think it will be released probably tomorrow. Okay, and then as for this very important news on the integrated shield plan, I will get an expert. Probably I'll get Haven. Haven. I think I can get maybe the CEO to come in and explain to everybody what's the implication for everybody. Because one big news, everybody rah rah rah. I liabo Q cash no ball. Yeah. Then I finally, after half an hour of education from an expert, they understand. I say, how? If I take half an hour, well, men in the street now also okay. Maybe men in the street smarter than me. Yeah. I think it's very difficult to understand, right? Yeah. So. I think it's really difficult to understand. Okay, yeah, I really think it's really difficult to understand. Okay, just looking at the stock market. Have everybody watched my video live stream yesterday? I got some people ask me, Mr. Lu, can teach me crash buying skill or not? Are you interested in it? I don't mind you sharing this one. This one is very open, but Mr. Lu can teach me crash buying skill. Okay. And yeah, so I'm happy to share if you're interested. Okay. Today I can give you 1 or 2 tips, and then if you're happy that I will develop some materials and then share. Anyone have any questions on the, yeah. Okay. Anyone have any questions? If not, I go for my walk. Today I already clocked, 19,000 steps. 19,000 steps. Okay, not bad, right? Okay. I want to look good for my daughter's wedding. My daughter's wedding is coming. Yeah, so I better be here a bit. Yes. Is this for long-term investment type? What do you mean? Are you letting go of stuff? Oh, I already done that already. Already done that. Letting go more. Yeah. Teach crash buying psychology instead. I mean, this all as a whole, right? Yeah. Okay. If you are okay, I'll give you one or 2 quick tip. Then before I go in, I go for my walk. I hope that whatever Tom Lee says that next year there will be a crash of 20% will come. I'm armed with dry powder. Okay, I'm armed with dry powder and I'm ready to fire a shot. If it goes up, I'm happy because I got a lot of stocks. If it goes down, I'm happy because I can fire my shots. I give you a few tips. This is very important. Everybody listen up. Okay, I try not to repeat myself. Every crash is unique. Every crash is unique. Every crash is unique. Okay. Every crash is unique. And it's impossible to predict a crash. Near impossible to predict crash. Okay. That's why, Jasmine, I cannot answer when. It's near impossible. Because if you watch my video yesterday, it's Tom Lee says that it is a policy ignited crash. Okay, in policy cost crash. Policy cost crash very difficult to predict, right? So okay, just take a look at it over the last. Okay, I give you an example. 2001, the crash was caused by .com, right? .com bust. So the overvaluation and crash. Then after that, after 2001 is 2007 global financial crisis. That was caused by an over leverage of asset bubble in the housing sector. Okay. And then after that, after 2018 was 2012 Europe debt crisis. Okay, Europe debt crisis, the debt bubble went up, it burst. Greece went bankrupt, Ireland went bankrupt, and which other country? Italy almost went bankrupt. So it's really very difficult to predict. After 2012 was 2015. China stock market crash. If you look at, you want me to show you? This one I can show you, okay? Let me see where I can, HSI, okay, index. Okay, I'll show you the China stock market crash, you understand. Okay, let me project up. Okay, wait, guys, give me a minute. Okay, this is a China stock market crash. Oops, okay, this is a China, this is Hang Seng index. Okay, let me see whether I can have a Shanghai index. Oops. Okay, this is a Shanghai index. It's more obvious. Can you see this massive crash here? Okay, so this is 2008 financial crisis. Everybody crashed like that. But they crashed from 6,000 point to 2,000 point, you know. Massive, right? Okay. Now, then you went 2015, went all the way up. Can you see now? Went all the way up here. Can you see, by the way? I just want to make sure you can see. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait, I just want to make sure you can see. Okay. If you can see, let me know. I need to make sure you can see. Yep, okay. So this part here, I'm trying to widen it. Can you see this? This 2015 China stock market crash. 2015 is here. Can you see? 2015 here, it crashed. Well, this one I whacked down big time, man. I didn't whack because this thing, when this thing go down, the whole stock market also went down. So I whacked another one. Now this one, it never recovered. Can you see? And those China bulls got problem with their got problem with their mind to keep thinking that China's stock market very good, very good, very good. Can I say since 2008 until now, you never recover more than half. It still tell me it's good, right? Got problem. I don't know which expert keep telling you all that China's stock market is good. It's insane. He said, oh, if you can catch this small little point here, God, you make how much? Well, you look at here. One big peak here. Walao. You agree with me? Okay. Yeah, it crashed so massively. Yeah. Okay. So massively, right? So it's very easy. So 2015, there was a crash caused by China's stock market. And then 2018, the crash was caused by the trade war. 2020 was caused by COVID. 2022 was caused by the great inflation. Every crash is unique. How are you going to predict? Those people who say they can predict, you good. I can't. Okay. Now, since you cannot predict, but one thing you could do, you could know where you are. You can know where you are. If I'm in shit, I know I'm in shit. You believe me? You cannot predict whether you drop in a shithole, but when you actually are in one, you know. Do I need to predict to know that I'm in trouble? How many of you, when you're in trouble, you know you're in trouble? Right? So if there is massive crash, I know. I don't need even science to tell me that I'm in trouble. What people like to do, okay, people like to do is, if they are crashing, they want to catch right at the bottom. Wow, that one is going to be very difficult. If you want to chun catch right bottom, I think it's very, very tough. Let me give you a few tips. Okay, a few tips. Number one is 10% crash, not really crash. They call it correction. Okay, it's in the words of Peter Lynch, is a euphemism for losing money in a very fast way. So it simply means that 10% correction, come and go. It is big. Okay, I like to go for bigger ones. Okay? All those examples I give are bigger. So I like to go for bigger ones because when you buy crashes and you whack hard, so as a rule of thumb, I try to bottom fish. Those most of the time I cannot catch exactly a bottom. I don't have this skill, but I can catch around the bottom. So in the case of 2007, 2008, I got a lot of time, man. The crash was so long. So you just whack slowly, right? So most of the crashes, except the 2025 one this year, it went V-shaped in one day, 10% up. So, that kind of crash, very difficult to predict. But I would actually say that if you don't know how to bottom fish, as in identify the signal, maybe a 20% correction would be a good place to start. Yeah. So I only buy globally diversified portfolio, okay, that will compound over a long period of time. Okay. So Kenneth, you probably don't know me. I only buy global diversified portfolio. China is not a global diversified portfolio. Okay. Yeah. So you catch somewhere around the bottom is good enough. You don't need to catch at the bottom. Okay. So in 2007, 2008, I didn't catch a bottom. In fact, I think I missed it quite far. Okay. But it's okay. I catch around bottom. It's probably easier to to relate the 2021, because 2020 I actually reviewed to everybody every shot. 2020 is a COVID crash. The COVID crash was massive and fierce, 30%. Then the rebound came when Jerome Powell print money like there's no tomorrow. I started buying in May and stretched all the way to June. Right? A lot of people say, oh yeah, I really rebounded. Never mind. 20% also good. 25% also good. Don't you wait until the 30% come down. Buy, whack big time. So I saw that, wow, the printing of money is really taking off in a big way. So in the 2022 great inflation crash was more difficult. But that was caused by inflation. And it's very clear that to me that once I got signed that prices stop increasing, I listened. I didn't say prices start falling. Once I got signed that prices stop increasing, inflation will come to a halt. And I saw it announced to everybody on live stream. Okay, everyone was there, right? I tell you that the lumber prices will stop rising already. The poultry prices, this price, the price, I keep telling their signs already. Whack. July 2022, I whacked $500,000 in the 1 month. Then the rest of it I spread another $500,000. 1 million down, bam. Wow. Then after that, it ran big time, right? So I think to identify the bottom, you need to look at the underlying situation that you're in. If the crash was caused by something, and see whether that something has a turnaround. Okay. Yeah. So I think when I say a turnaround means signs of a turnaround, then you won't be able to catch the bottom, but you will catch around the bottom, and that's good enough. That's good enough. Can make a lot of money already. Don't need to catch right at the bottom. Now, someone asked earlier, how do you handle the psychology? Because it's very frightening. I tell you how many times already. Financial safety net with your CPF. If your CPF foundation is very strong and it's government guaranteed, already given you, a strong foundation, even you lose all your investment in the other part of it, you should never mind. Your special account give you 4% compound all the way to the top, and you compound all the way to the top, and then you can claim a powerful CPF life. Wow, I tell you, no need worry for your retirement. Then the rest you have more gutsy. You go up and down, your psychology will be okay. Okay, so this is how I did it. It's not rocket science. It's psychology. Okay, it's just psychology, investment psychology. I've done it again and again. I won't be able to catch everyone, but I think it's good enough, whatever I caught. Questions, guys? Anyone? Okay. If not, I'll go for my walks already. Yep. Okay. Question, guys. Okay. Anyone? But if you're scared to lose your job, will you have still guts to pump in money? That's why I say you must have a financial safety net. No financial safety net, you sure chicken out one. Okay? You sure chicken out. Then you weren't there. It's very scary. But that's why it's very important. Keep your living expenses low. Stay in a humble house. Okay? If you have a car, have a humble car. Keep your living expenses low, and armed with dry powder. Yeah. So right now, what I would advise everybody to do, accumulate dry powder. You just saw the government news, right? Such an insane high income rise in Singapore. 4.3% real income rise. If you include nominal, it'll be 5-6%. Yeah. 5-6%. It's still incorrect. After you fire a shot already, right? Then look after the face, look after the hair, go for a walk, keep yourself healthy, don't look at the market. Yes, I absolutely agree with you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I think that's all you need to do. Okay. Yeah. Can make a lot of money. I'm not kidding you. I don't even need to know how to read charts. I don't even know how to read company reports. I don't do that. Where got time? Yeah. First start to lose money, then you build immunity. No, I disagree with that. The more you lose money, the more you will be fearful. Okay, I disagree with that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to see where everybody is going. Yeah. Okay. So I mean that's how I did it, and I would like to share openly everybody. I'm happy to. This is the only skill I know in investment. This is the only skew. Okay, only skew. Did Tom Lee mention how he know there'll be a policy change if he's in the government? Actually, I don't know. He believed there's a policy shock. Okay, I don't know how we know. It doesn't matter whether I believe him or not. If put it that way, if he is right, good. If he is wrong, never mind. Yeah. Okay. After taking high loan for property due to low interest, now I don't like to. Okay, I stay in HDB, you all know, right? Okay, so doesn't cost me much, a lot. If I stay in condo, landed property, I'll be very worried. So do you collect profits now since tech is bullish? Well, Jasmine, I actually do rebalancing. I've taught everybody a lot about rebalancing. So I take out 1/3 of my profit out to rebalance into uncorrelated asset. Okay, and it could be cash as well, by the way. But most of it I put in money market fund and bonds, and that can be form part of a dry powder also. Mr. Lu is a canary in a gold mine. So fitting that he's wearing yellow. This green lah. Green. Canary in a coal mine. Yeah. That means I'll die first, is it? How does it work? So there's gas leak. I'll die first, is it? How does it work? I don't know how canary in a gold mine works. Okay. Yeah. Now let me also warn everybody. If I believe it's some people are, Mr. Lu, you believe Tom Lee so much, so you will go and sell first right now and wait for a crash to come in. That's stupid lah. You know, I'm holding globally diversified portfolio. It will just compound up and up. Just hold on to it. On the side, accumulate dry powder. You work as hard as possible. You keep your bonuses. You want to travel, don't travel expensive places like Europe and US. Go Korea is very cheap. Go China is very cheap. Go Vietnam is very nice. Yeah. Hey, save the money. Yeah. Just make sure live long enough to avoid illness. Yes. I think the most important thing is to buy a growing stock ETF. Yes. So I like to crash buy, and when the market turns around, I like crash buy. I did this exercise before. That if there is a 10, I can't remember what was the number. If I assume that I've got $10,000, $100,000, and if I crash buy versus if I were to do dollar cost averaging, okay, the crash buying yields a lot more return. I did the exercise before. I don't remember. You want, I can show you the analysis. Very easy to do using AI. Super easy to do. Okay. You want me to show you? Yeah, I can show you. After that, we can lock off. Okay. Yeah. Now we need to know how to harness artificial intelligence to actually run an analysis for us. Be a miser and frugal, pour your cash and funds. Okay. Nice ring, Mr. Lu. What ring? My ring? This is my wedding ring. My wedding ring. This is my wedding ring. Yeah. 1997. Inside got B's name on it. Yeah. This is my wedding ring. Okay. Yeah. This wedding ring since 1997. Okay. Crash buy, not everybody's stomach. Yes, I agree. That's why I'm teaching you the Kung Fu. Yeah. Okay. So I strongly encourage everybody collect dry powder right now. So the key takeaway from this whole talk, collect dry powder right now. Okay. Collect dry powder. Yeah. Collect dry powder. Yes, crash buying is the best strategy. You get more returns than DCA, but it's good for those who have it. But it's good for anyone who has limited cash to start when the time is compound. Yes. Okay. Which ETF to buy? Oh, I would take on globally diversified portfolios. Okay. I cannot say that. Let MAS come after me. S&P 500, NASDAQ, MSCI World Index, dimensional funds, whatever. Anything is spread over a lot. Yeah. I think that's safer. Okay. Cool. This wedding ring is platinum. It's platinum. Nowadays, I don't think they make platinum ring anymore. Are we headed for recession or prolonged? Why no? I don't think so. There's no sign for it. I don't see a sign for recession. Yeah, I don't see a sign for recession. I think I did a talk earlier, a few weeks ago. I say that there is going to be, people will lose job, in my belief, but the economy will do very well. Okay? Can show. Let me see where I can, yeah. What? Okay, I don't know what tech surging, don't know what is that. Okay. Okay, I saw some good news. President Putin ready to discuss. Okay, so just let you know that the S&P 500 all-time high, we're just a little bit from it right now. A little bit from it. Okay, we're gonna break the all-time high record. Well, maybe today or Monday. I don't know. Okay. Okay, let me give you this demo. Okay, let's see whether I can. Okay, are you all ready? I'm going to do a demo to compare dollar cost averaging versus crash buying. Are you all ready? Let's do this exercise, shall we? Okay. So if you are ready, okay, if you all want me to demo, please say yes. If not, just say yes, 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 yes. I get 10 years, I'll do it. I'll show in front of you guys how to do it, and it's a free AI lesson. Okay, Presto say yes. I get 10 years. I'll start. If not, and then I log off and go to sleep. For you guys, I'll still have a work to do. Okay, Angela, yes. Obelu, yes, yes, yes. Okay, Angie, yes. Oh, so many yes. Okay, let me show you guys. Let me see whether I can do this. Okay, sometimes ChatGPT put 听话 over. Okay, let's see whether I can do this. Okay, guys, you hold on. I just want to make sure that I can get this ready. Okay, you all hold on. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Wait, I just want to make sure you all can see my screen. Give me one moment. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna use my 19651. Okay, I'm gonna talk to it. Okay. Hi there. I need you to run an analysis for me. I have $100,000. Assuming we run an analysis of crash buying versus dollar cost averaging. So let's say I have $100,000, which I've bought during the bottom. I spread out half of it. Okay, half of it I bought in the crash bottom of June 2020, which is what I did. And then in July 2022, the other half, I bought it all in S&P 500, okay, an ETF of S&P 500. Compare that if I've done dollar cost averaging, okay, of spreading $100,000, okay, over, let's say, 3 years, okay, over 3 years, 100,000 equally spaced out, what would be the comparison in terms of returns? Give me the returns in terms of absolute. Up to today, the S&P 500 today is at around 6,800 points or 6,900 points, and give me the comparison in terms of internal rate of return and annualized return as well. Okay, in English. Okay, so anyway, let's see what it goes. Okay, not everything. Okay, so this damn thing keep coming out in Bahasa, which I cannot figure out why, but I already told him in English already. Let's see what it says, okay? All right, okay, it's coming out, it's coming out, it's coming out. Okay, so below is a crash buying, okay, crash buying versus 3-year DCA, okay? So 2020 COVID crash was 3001, 2022 was 3008, that's correct. Scenario 1, crash buying, split 100,000, half, 50,000, 50,000, okay? The price gain of this one is 2.19 times, and the value today is 109, and the tranche 2, 50,000 would have been 89,000. So to get today is 199,000. Absolute return 100%. Okay. Internal rate of return per year is about 17-18%. Scenario 2, dollar cost averaging from June all the way to now 3 years. Okay, and the annualized return is 13.4. Sorry, is 58% in total. So compare the two, 199. So if you were to buy, which is what I did, I put a sum of money here and put a sum of money here, I assume half, and I compared one person who did a DCA over 3 years. You look at the returns. Can you see? So it's a 17 to 18% return versus a 13 to 14% return. So isn't it obvious right now? Okay. So cool, right? That's all it takes. Yeah, that's all it takes. Okay, that's all it takes. Huh? So let's say the guys let's say, well, I mean, I was about to make some other analysis, but maybe I pause here for any questions. Okay. Yeah. Cool, right? That's all it takes. Hey, I just taught you guys a simple lesson on dollar cost averaging using AI. Right? Easy, right? How difficult can it be? I just talked to it. I didn't even need to type. Can you tell me, to generate that analysis using Excel and research, do you know how long it takes? It freaking take forever, man. Yeah. Okay. To do that analysis that I just did for you, if not using AI, do you know how long it take? It take forever. Cool. How difficult can that be, right? Right. AI is very powerful. That's all it takes. I don't even need to do any calculation. You're right, Jian-Ming. Okay. Cool. You learned something today? All right. Okay. I hope that you're, yeah. Yes, Angie said, yes, crash buying is better. Does it mean instead of DCA is okay, save up money instead of DCA, then we crash buy? Well, it depends whether you can tahan it. You can tahan it. You can tahan it. Okay? Yeah. Okay. I got reminded tomorrow I got a whole day lesson. Start at 9, is it? Angie, tomorrow lesson start at 9, is it? I can ask my wife. Then I better go off first. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Okay, good evening, everybody. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow I got a whole day lesson. For NG's sake, I open up a whole day class for her. Yeah, and of course there are some other classmates as well. So I have to go. Okay, usually I have night classes. I split into 2 days easier. Wow. Then okay, you all come here at 8:30. Register first. I'll try to start. Okay. Thank you guys. I hope you all find the lesson. A session today useful for you guys. Okay. Bye-bye, guys. Okay. Bye-bye. Good night, everybody. Okay. Good night, guys. Okay. Good night, guys. Bye-bye.